Okay, the first thing you're going to do is print out the PDF of your patterns. And you're going to cut one out of quality cotton fabric and one of flannel. And you're going to cut one of Fusible Fleece. So print that out. And then you're going to take your scissors, only paper scissors, not fabric scissors. And you're going to cut those patterns out. Next, you're going to take your Fusible Fleece and you're going to cut it out of that. And I've got me an assembly line going here, so I'm going to cut out 4 of them, 4 more. And then you're going to have your fabric. These so cute. You're going to take a piece of flannel and you'll cut it out at the same time. And just pin that on your piece of fabric, which is 9 3/4 by 5 inches of both of those. You're going to cut one out of each, and it helps if you'll cut them out at the same time. And you're going to cut 12 inches of your elastic. So I've got this one and another one. This is called silky elastic, but you can use a good fold over elastic also. You'll cut 12 inches of that. Okay, cut all those out. Okay, next you're going to take your quality fabric of cotton and you're going to turn it over right side down. So you're going to press to the wrong side. Then you're going to take your Fusible Fleece, and there's a hard bumpy side, and that's the side that goes down. The soft side goes up. So the fusible part is the hard bumpy one. And you're just going to center it in there. What it does is leave a 1/4 inch all the way around where you're going to make your seam, and you're going to press that on. I like to use a press cloth, and that way you make sure that you don't have that bad side on there. Make sure it doesn't stick to your iron. And once I've got it in place, it feels like it still needs to be stuck down some, and I know it's the right side down. So I'm going to press it some more. A little bit of steam seems to help. There, that's stuck better. Okay, now we're ready to go to our sewing machine. Woohoo! Next, we're going to take our pattern piece and our front piece that we just fused, and I have marked on here where the elastic is going to go on both sides. So I'm going to take my elastic, and I'm just going to sew it on about 1/8 of an inch in. We're going to take it and just go straight across with it to the other side and do the same thing. Just to hold it in place. So I've got it like this. Now if you want to take it and fold it you can pin that down, but you'll need to take the pin out before you stitch it together. And we're going to take the piece of flannel and we're going to lay it right sides together. So find your little soft piece, the soft side. One side's softer than the other. And so we're putting right sides together. And you're going to pin or clip that down. Then we're going to put in 1/4 inch seams. Leave an opening. You can kind of put your pattern on there and see about where that is. And I'm going to grab my pins. That way if it's a different marking, then I can tell where to start and where to stop. So I'm going to put one at the front of there and one where I'm going to stop. So you're going to start right here and just sew 1/4 of an inch all the way around. I have 1/4 of an inch marked on my throat plate up here, but I also know where to run it on my seam guide, or you could use 1/4 inch foot. It's got a little flange on it right there, so you could put it on. In fact, it'll probably be easier if I do that. So I'm just going to clip that off and put that one on. Well, maybe I am. There we go. Clicked right in. Okay, that way I can just run it right along that edge and I'll know I got my 1/4 inch seam in there. So I'm going to go a little beyond it so I can reverse. And when you're going around the curves, if you need to just slightly raise your presser foot, you can. You're just kind of going to make sure that elastic isn't, that you're not sewing over that. You're sewing over the elastic right there, but you're making sure it's out of the way in the middle part. And I can see through that material, or you can feel to make sure your elastic's out of the way. Oh, see, that foot's not going to work so well because I need to go up to where I need to turn. Let's see if that's about right. Yep. Ta-da! Okay, before we turn it, you're gonna notch out the edges on all the curves. Now you can notch it out, or you can use pinking shears all the way around. To notch, you just fold it over and do that right up to the seam. Do you see how that notched it right there? I'm gonna, and you definitely want to notch the nose, right where the nose peak is, where it goes up in that little curve. Don't get your stitching. So I'm going to take my pinking shears, just go around all those curves. Just going to go all the way around. Ta-da! Now you're ready. Got all those notched edges out. Now you're ready to turn it right side out through the opening. Go get this pressed, and you'll just press this under right here too, and then we're going to top stitch all the way around 1/8 of an inch away, and that'll be done, y'all. Sweet, huh? Okay, let's go press. Okay, we've got it all pressed. So when you're sewing down your 1/8 inch all the way around, kind of make sure that the front is kind of pulled back. And I'm just going to start over here on the side. I have an 1/8 inch mark on my presser foot. It's easy to follow. Just keep that elastic out of the way. And right here is my opening, and I've pressed it good. So I'll just sew over that my 1/8 inch, and it will close that opening. Gonna roll it to the back. We are finished. Isn't that awesome? Ta-da!